So this is Mech Arena. It's in beta form. I don't know what else to say other than I'm in love with this game. So this is not paid promotion or anything like that. I literally just started playing this game today. I've jumped. Let's take a look at where I am. You start right here at the rookie, and I've just burned through games. While this can be pay to win, I want to kind of throw in some beginner strategies and kind of where you should be putting your money and stuff like that. So even as a free-to-play player, you have a chance. Now, I'm going to bring this guy up right here. So the Aries, you're going to get an offer to buy this for $3. That's on you. That's entirely your decision. I just like the look of it. I like the play of it. This thing is absolutely insane on your first day if you want to spend the $3 to do it. You do not need to. I'm going to kind of go through some of the other stuff. Now, you see I have that third slot already opened. You definitely want to do that because it's something like $12.50 in credits and you get 2,000 back, so that's easy. Now, here is a decision point. You can see up there at my top right corner, I have 270 of the A coins. You can earn about 275 or something like that. Now, you're going to be like, well, what does it matter? You have 270. The Juggernaut here costs something like 75 of your A coins, and you get it back. You get back 50, so it's relatively easy. Now let's look at right there. You'll notice I am 5 A coins short of the Panther. Now I have a second account on a second device. I just was experimenting. If you don't buy the Juggernaut, you can get the Panther. That is still free to play. I've had a ton of fun with the Panther. But you do kind of have to see if it's your style or not. The stasis barrier is a lot of fun. It's kind of crowd control. It's definitely a different play style. If you just like run and gun, then let's bring him back up. The Juggernaut, absolutely. The personal shield, I'll do some gameplay. You just hit personal shield. It basically just gives you an HP buff, and you sit there pounding away. It only has 6 energy. That's fine. Of your starters, you have the Paragon. That has 8 energy. Now, let's bring up... Where's my other one? Right here. The Lancer. 4 energy. It's very fast. It has jump jets. Almost everyone at the beginning of the game is going to have a Lancer or Paragon. And whether or not you decide that you're going to run the Juggernaut is up to you. In the end, you are going to be running 3 units. Just because units equals basically the life points of you as a player and as your team, because you in the common battle game, you can absolutely go off and do that. Now, what I want to bring up very quickly, so you're going to see an autocannon 2 and an RPG 4. Now, RPG 4 right here, 4 energy. Okay, fine. Autocannon 2, you might raise an eyebrow at that. The people I have seen run some of these things, I have seen running with single weapons, such as an RPG 6. Now, as you see things play out, you're going to see I very frequently fire one gun, reload that, fire a second gun. In my opinion, it is better to have 2 medium to lower power weapons than 1 really good weapon, because that reload time is going to get you splattered. So, as you can see, I'm out of tokens. I just kind of want to put a game in. Yes, I know. I'm doing terrible. So, I'm going to show you right now. Let's just do a quick match just because we can. You're going to see, I'm going to put forth the Aries. The Aries is absolutely insane. It feels almost broken with how much firepower it deals out. It can take on Juggernauts even with the personal shields. Is that good, bad? I don't know what to say. It's a $3 unit. So you are going to see some kind of, pay-to-play sort of mechanics going on here. The other team's favorite over us, I'll put forward the Aries. I'm just going to be kind of playing support now. So he right there has the kill switch, which is a very fast unit. It's good to harass at long range. As you can see me doing, I'm just peppering away. So 1 gun down, 2nd gun ready to roll. Front shield goes up. That red shield that went up, that was a Panther. Boom, guy down. Why half these guys are using Lancers are beyond me. They kind of like use them to probe out, do some damage, and then die, and they're like, okay, that's fine. I'd rather just be doing well. There are times where if I only have a 3-shot build with the Juggernaut before I got the Ares, I absolutely did put out my Lancer first, many times. But it also, there's a kill delay and stuff like that. So you can see I'm peppering away. Boom, I hit the reload. Shield goes up. You see I'm just trimming him down, staying on target. Because there goes a Juggernaut. That is kind of important. Reloading, backing up, my shield went down. I don't want to stay in prolonged combat if I don't have to. That little button there, the little mech square, that's sort of a tracker. Many weapons have tracking on them. Try to use tracking as much as possible because it'll keep some of your fast-firing weapons on target. That's obviously this is blue, that's our Panther throwing up the shield for us. My goal, right, like really, I really am the firepower unit of most lines. If you're familiar with Mech Warrior Online or any sort of Battletech sort of mechanics, I just got to trim through his shield. He put it back up again. The MD gave out health, which, don't get me wrong, it's nice, but half the time, just better playing works out. So now I'm going double guns. Ran the one gun out. Got him down, reload. So boom, 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 right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He fired both his RPGs. They're out smoking. He's walking around. He's getting pounded. Boom, before he even could reload. That's why I don't like the double RPG builds. They can't stay in a fight. Now, if you're going to hit and run, fantastic. But a lot of people right now, that's not what they're doing. I'm going to just pound down that Lancer. Also be aware of left side, right side weapons so that you can fire around corners with your left side or your right side and kind of stay in the fight. So with the reload times, everything else, if I manage my reloads, I can basically be firing at all times. Now, yes, I'll be at half strength because I'm only firing one gun, but I'm constantly causing havoc on some of these guys. Now, you can see I'm just staying on them, dealing about 400 a shot. Rotating, moving around. That definitely looks like some sort of plasma cannon. So those laser lances or plasma lances or whatever they're called, I ran them for a little bit. The good part is you have a constant stream of firepower. The bad news is they just don't feel like they're doing as much as they should be. So you get to ignore reloads. They look cool. They really don't seem to do much. So you notice I'm firing left side. Came around the corner. We just go right through it. 9 kills in a row. Now, I'm definitely not saying I'm the best player here. A Panther got recognition, that's good. What you're seeing really just is that these plasma cannons or whatever they're called, they fire. The fact, look at that. That's 8,000 points higher. Every one of my team is roughly around the 12,000 point limit, and apparently I can deal with 22 and just do ridiculous amounts of stuff. So I mean, let's look at my personal stats here. 50% of the kills came from just me alone. Now, that does sound like I'm bragging. This is more just the fact my action. So if you look over here at my action time, I'm alive longer than the average time of my other teammates. I dealt more than 43% of the damage from the team. One unit did that. So this unit just absolutely nuts. You're looking at stats, everything else. You notice everything I got level 1. They even have an upgraded Panther, all sorts of weapon upgrades, everything else. They've either put money in or they've been playing longer than me, which both are possible. It's nuts. I do like, again, I want to point out, I really do love this game. I'm going to play it till basically I get pushed out by, being in too bad of a tier. But it really feels like tactics do a lot here. Okay, now, since it's not going to hurt my rating, I'm going to bring up my Paragon build here. So it's got 2 autocannon 4s. And you'll notice the autocannon 4s here are at level 5 of 7. Against basic logic, these things fire farther than RPGs. So I will stand at full-blown range and just I will play the long game with this. Now, the chassis, as you can see right here, is level 5. I put almost all my initial money right when I came in. I didn't put any money in the Lancer. I didn't put any money in the Juggernaut. I just put money into the Paragon, and it really is my... it's how I learned how to play the Ares. The Ares, just between the better weapons and the shield over the boost, you know, this will serve you well, whether it's the first one out of the gate for you or the second one or third. It works out well. Now, as far as an investment guide, you don't earn money in this game like you do in other games, so you can't just go, oh, boom, I have all this money. You have to battle, you have to open... I'll open these things up. These silver crates, that's where your money seems to come from. Get some money also from these gold crates. So this 12,000 right here, yeah, that's I'm debating on if I want the 4th unit, or let's show you what my other options are. When you get to the point to unlock it, kill shot right here is 31,000. So this game can be, you can grind. You can definitely grind. It's got, I mean, this guy's got some really cool abilities, everything else. And that's kind of the trap is, you know, what are you trying to do? Now let's look at this RPG4. So if you look at the optimal range, it's got that half bar filled, right? Then we go here to the autocannon 2. Optimal range is down. Reload speed's pretty good. It basically, I just try to stay on point. It really feels like in this game, you want to just constantly be firing. You just want to keep bullets going downrange. So, I'll do a quick match. I won't use the Ares. I'll try to play fair. I'll save as my third one. Juggernauts are slow. It depends if that's a style you like. If you like to kind of be tanky, most of the other tanks in this game, they'll give you an offer to buy them for cash, and that's not really what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give some pointers. So this one's running a little long. I'll play this last round. I'll cut it off here. So here's my Paragon. This is stock. There's nothing special. The paint got unlocked, you know, through all that. So you'll see I will actually try to stay with a group on this. When you're playing for free, I definitely want to emphasize you want to stay with the group. 2-on-1s, high ground. You want to take every territory advantage you can. Okay, so we got this right out there at 100 meters out. We'll see if we can get on him. If he's light. So the fact that you see that blue bar, that means it's a Juggernaut. So I really don't want to get into a firefight with him. I'm giving support fire, and unfortunately my teammates are kind of getting in the way on this one. So if he starts really approaching me, I will absolutely back off. Oh my god, this other... Yeah, I got eliminated because my teammates kept me from doing anything. I shot right in the back. So let's go to a Juggernaut. Go select coming down A. Want to stay on site. That guy really is a pain in the tail. RPGs are a little hard to hit with if you don't track them. There we go. Punk. So that other Juggernaut, I mean, if he's just going to let me pound him at range, that's fine. Or we can glitch. I don't know if he knows where he is in the battlefield, but okay. Yeah, you can see he's definitely an RPGer. Boom. I mean, I'm getting... I know I say I play better than this, but you can see they're definitely got some better group tactics going on. And this is a higher level league. This is not the kind of play you're going to end up in right when you just first start playing. So don't take this as, oh, how will I ever play? No, the game has a pretty good curve of keeping people in the right brackets. Come on, there we go. Just did not want to go down. We're winning on points, so. I'm just going to push him into a corner. The battle of shields, basically. Yeah, he's gonna definitely put a hurting on me. But you'll find that most accounts right now, the Juggernaut is usually their heavy. I gotta put in my reloads. The Juggernauts are heavy. If you eliminate someone's Juggernaut, they're either going to play a much different game or they're going to be pretty much a pushover. It's also why you see Juggernauts so early in this game because, well, they do Juggernaut things. they have a pretty good health bar, and I mean they don't hold as many weapons as the Paragon, but the trade-off just is simply that they're going to be able to take a beating, and most people just try to push through with their bodies. Oh, hi, buddy. How's it going? Double barrel. Notice I'm reloading one because I don't want to get caught my pants down on this. I'll go to reload the second. Pop him off. That's a Panther right in front of me. It's a very, very fun unit to play. But again, if you go and play for free, you do have to forsake the Juggernaut just to eke it out. So that's up to you. I think it's a nice little challenge. But if you just like straightforward playing, or if you accidentally bought the Juggernaut, don't be like, oh, I messed everything up. No, the Panther is fun. It is not the end all be all. And from everything I've seen, you're going to be able to. And still, right there, even still, I still got MVP just by shooting guys down. Anyway, so I'll end it there. I put out one third of the damage and more than a third of the kills. I stay alive longer than most people. I don't know what to say. Score isn't too much better than second place. That's cool. Doing better than anyone else on the other team, and I mean they beat us because that's how the game is played. That's just how it's done. So it is what it is. I have a lot of fun. I hope you guys pick this up and give it a try. You know, see what it's all about. But I'm really into Mech Warrior Online and Battletech and stuff like that. And this plays so much better than many of the other apps out there where you have really busted pairings and a lot more pay to win. This is more like pay to advance quicker. This feels good. Now, is it going to stay that way? Most games like this take about 3-4 months, and then they switch over to a very heavy model once the players get hooked, and then everything's pay. So we'll see. But I'll sign off there. This is Night Hydra. Hopefully I'll see you in game.